And welcome back to SFL Nights with AJ Stryker. Thank you so much for joining me today. I actually have a special podcast that I'm doing. As you know, my other one just came out on Friday, and I decided to do another one because I had so many rookies that were trying to get their stories out there. They wanted to try to get their interviews out there before the draft. So I kind of made time for them yesterday. So I'm going to be presenting that to you. If you are a rookie and you do want to be on the show, I could possibly try to do another show for you, but I do write articles for the Beat team. So if you guys just want to get your story out there sooner than the video, just DM me and I'll send you the questions, and we'll just try to go ahead and get your answers published on the website. So at least you can still have your story out there as well. But today's guests are Mike All, Bryant Dynasty, and Chris Porter from the Lincoln Rattlesnakes. And then I have Ezekiel Love from the Madison Lynx. Three people. The Rattlesnakes team just got knocked out of the playoff contention, and then we have the Madison Lynx that are going to be playing tomorrow. So it's two different aspects, two different views of the SFLm season. It's awesome. So I really hope that you all enjoy it, and sit back, relax, and enjoy. And welcome back to my fourth and goal interview. I have one of four guests for you tonight. It's going to be a fantastic podcast, but my first one is Mr. Mike Ahi, defensive end for the Rattlesnakes. How you doing, sir?
All right. I guess I got to correct you right off the bat. It's all just like ALL, but
ALM. Oh,
yeah.
okay. I appreciate that. Listen, because when I first saw it, I was thinking like Ahi too now.
Yeah. Yeah. But if you had watched the Lincoln game, Mikey Prado was nice enough to say, when all you're looking for is a great team player, then all is who you're looking for.
Oh, you're all we need, huh?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. All right, so give us a little bit about us. Give us a little information about you, like your age, hometown, maybe some interesting facts about yourself.
All right. Yeah. I'm 43 years old. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Bruce City. Big Packers fan. Something that nobody knows about me in the league yet is that getting to be in the SFL won't be the first time I'll be on TV. I actually did a statewide commercial in Wisconsin for the Wisconsin Lottery.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you get that opportunity to do something like that?
So I belong to the Wisconsin Lottery Players Club, so I get their
Okay.
emails all the time so I can see the winning numbers. And they sent out an email blast to everybody saying, we'd like to use you guys for one of our commercials. And I was like, there's no way they picked this guy. But I submitted anyways. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do it. And they picked me. And then the first day of filming, I was the first guy that they had on camera.
Oh man, that's awesome, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good
Cool.
experience.
Gonna be a movie star soon. I like it. I
Yeah.
like it. So tell me, have you played sports before?
Oh, yeah. Played lots of sports. I'm very athletic, and I always gravitate towards the team sports more than the single player sports. But no, I love to play whatever I can. Now, only sport I was never really all that good at picking up was skateboarding. For some reason, brain, feet don't figure it out together.
Oh man. So when you so when you say have you played football specifically?
Oh yeah.
So what position?
So defensive end was my favorite position. But especially in pickup games, I played tight end, running back, whatever I could do to, pound some people.
Nice. Jack of
Yeah.
all trades. I like that. I like that. So tell me, how did you find us?
So yeah, I was with the COVID thing. My wife and I had reduced hours, and so we got rid of cable. And I was flipping through TV one day on the Samsung TV Plus, and I found FTF, and it was the Swarm versus Vancouver's playoff game. And I was like, "What in the heck is this?" So I watched it. I listened to the guys talking, and I started researching and looking through everything I could. All the videos, articles, the website, going through Discord, um, and just dug deep. And then the next day at work, I kept digging deep instead of actually doing what I was supposed to be doing at work. Um, and I went through and I researched every team's roster, looking to see, how many people were at each position to see what position might be reasonable. Unfortunately for me, DN looked like it was good enough that there wasn't enough people there, so I could, step right in.
Oh, fantastic. I'm glad
Yeah.
you did. So tell us about your experience being on Lincoln. How was that whole experience for you?
I mean, it's a great team. I love my team. Coach Fuentes has worked hard for us to try and be successful. Um, unfortunately, we fell a little short, but it was a good ride.
Yeah.
We were the first team to topple Ottawa, and that's definitely that's bragging rights right there.
Very
Um,
much.
and I've made friends with lots of people on the team, and hey, we were one of the teams that had multiple quarterbacks, so I got to root for two different guys every week throwing that ball.
You had options.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like it. I like it. So why did you decide to build your player the way you did? He is 6'6", 269 pounds.
Well, I kind of started out focusing on Jared Allen. I wanted that height so that, if the quarterback was going to throw before I could get to him, I could, get my hands up and block. And, you need a little bit of weight to try and force those tackles and stuff around. So I wanted to, be able to have some force when I was coming. Plus, you know, you know, 269, maybe a little bit of a childish reason for specifically picking that number. Yeah.
You made it work. I was looking at your stats, and it looks like you averaged about 2 or 3 tackles per game, and you even had a few sacks in there too. So how does it feel to see your player actually sacking the quarterback?
Well, it was nice, and it didn't happen for me until that last game, but it was nice when it did. I jumped up. I was like, there it is.
Just waiting on it.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you. So tell me, do you plan on participating in the league in any other capacity besides just being a player? You want to be a broadcaster or
You know,
stats?
I do have a tendency to write a lot when I'm typing. So maybe someday with the beat team, but ultimately my goal is to find a spot as a GM. I just want to, like you, have that opportunity to try and put all those pieces of the puzzle together to build the championship franchise.
Definitely, and it is definitely a challenging experience, but it's something that you welcome, especially if you have a love for the sport and you have a love for the team that you're on.
Hmm.
It's going to be awesome. Tell me, what type of personality will you bring to someone's locker room?
Oh, I'm all about the team. I'm not focused on me. I'm focused on the team. I support the team. I try and in the Lincoln locker room, I try and pick everybody up and be positive and give that speech to get them ready before the game time, so that when it's game time, everybody's hyped up and ready to go. Yeah, I want to help support that team in any way I can.
Okay,
Um,
no,
yeah, it's my personal stats will come, but it's the success of the team that's important.
definitely. You're absolutely right. So what are your expectations from the team that actually drafts you?
So I'm looking for a team that's first off is willing to take that chance on me in the draft to pick me,
Mhm.
and then that is willing to allow me to work towards what I want, but also work with me so that I can help their team be successful. Because again, ultimately the goal is the team goal, not my goal. But I know that there's pretty much every owner out there wants you to be successful. They want you to help contribute to their team, and they're going to do what it takes to help you out there. And that's what I want is one of those owners that's going to be there for me and respect me, so that I can in turn help that team be where they want to be and earn that respect that I'm being given.
Okay. All right, some good stuff, man. Some good stuff. How do you handle the trash talk and adversity that comes with any sport?
So, okay, yeah. So I live in Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay's 2 hours that way. Chicago's about an hour and a half that way.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm right in between, man. I get all the trash talk from the Bears fans all the time. So it's water off my back.
Okay.
I can put it out there, but I'm not gonna try and bully somebody into it. I'm just I'll say, hey, this team's got it. Your team ain't gonna get it.
Hey, hey. I should tell you that I'm a Bears fan as well as a Falcons fan.
Yeah, no, and
Yeah.
that's totally cool. I'm gonna let you support them. In fact, my player face is Ronnie Bull, and he happened to play for the Bears. So what am I gonna do?
Okay, exactly. Okay, okay. We'll play nice right now. But when the
Yeah,
season starts, things make
it's
me a little
game
hairy.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so do you still plan to be a defensive end? Do you still want to be drafted as a defensive end, or do you have a secondary position that you'd like to be drafted as?
So yeah, DN is the main goal.
Okay.
Number one pick, if it's not DN, is tight end.
Okay.
Um, just because that's a versatile spot. I can help defend the quarterback. I can help open up holes for the running back. I can get out there and move the chains or pound through those D-backs and linebackers to get that touchdown. It's a very versatile position. And if I had to do something else, that would be number one. Now, if it came to another defensive spot, I wouldn't mind moving one step to my left or my right and filling up in that middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is the most important aspect of the defense, do you think?
The most important aspect of the defense, um, making sure you're keeping focused on what's going on, reading how they set up pre-snap,
Hmm.
um, making sure that you have ideas as to where that running back is, where that tight end is, where the wide receivers are spread out to. Just making sure you're focused on what it looks like they're going to do, and keeping your eye on what that quarterback does once he gets the ball in his hands, or her hands, as I should say.
Awesome. And so, how frustrating is it sometimes because you don't have a controller, so you
Yeah.
can't make your player do what he wants to do. So, how
Yeah.
frustrating is that sometimes in watching that?
So
Yeah.
yeah, in watching the games this season, I've seen plays where my defensive end goes way out to the side to swing back in. I'm like, why? There's nothing going on over here. Why are you swinging out way over here? And if I could keep him just more on that direct line, get through there instead of swinging so far out, that killed it a lot of times.
Oh man, I totally can relate, especially when you're doing like 2 minute offense and it's like 10 minutes left in the first quarter. I'm like, why? So I I definitely understand that.
Yeah.
And what my last question to you is, where do you see yourself in about 5 years in real life and in the league?
Well, in real life, my wife and I are actually currently working towards buying our first house together next year. Um,
Fantastic.
and that's a big goal. That's a big life goal for us right now. Um, and it's actually coming at the expense of still haven't taken that honeymoon yet.
Oh,
Um,
got you.
but that and hopefully a much more important, fulfilling position at my current company that I'm working at.
Okay.
Um, and then in the league, like I said, hopefully getting to be that GM for a team. Hopefully for the team that drafts me. I'd like to stick with that team that drafts me. Help start there and build there and bring multiple championships home.
Wonderful, man. And I think that you definitely would have, you have what it takes to do that. So anybody that picks up Mike would be, it's a great thing to do. And I definitely see you going. I definitely see you going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you think you're going to go?
There's a few places I'd like to go.
Mhm.
Um, and there's a few owners that I would love to play with. Eddie being one of them, but obviously you guys got DN all locked up already.
Yeah. Um,
Um,
Unless they'll let us have like about, 2 or 3. But
yeah. But like Alan is a great defensive mind. I wouldn't mind playing for Alan. Andy's a really good mentor. I'd love to work under a good mentor like Andy.
Mhm.
Um, Jeremy in Denver, he's a Packer fan, so we got to stick together.
Yeah, clearly. Well, Cam is actually a Packers fan too. We go back and forth sometimes. So yeah, you're in good company, I guess.
Yeah, there's a few of us out there. We're out there.
Awesome. Well, listen, I want to thank you so much for being on the show. Of course, you're invited to come back anytime you want to. I'm glad to have you. I do have some of your counterparts coming on too. Should be Bryant Dynasty and Chris Porter too. So
Yeah, Porter's a beast, man. He worked
yeah,
that other side of the line with me. He's a beast out there. And Dynasty, you can't get much better than that.
absolutely. So listen, thank you for being on. And what I'd like to do is give you the last word. So that can be a song, that can be a poem, or just a simple shout out. Right now, the floor is yours.
I appreciate that. My shout out is to every single rookie in this draft class right now. It, you guys are all awesome people, and I'm so glad I got to be a part of this class with you.
Awesome. You guys are phenomenal. And I think this is the largest rookie class we've ever had. So kudos to all of you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll be looking forward to seeing you out there on the field sometime and seeing you actually at the draft.
Yeah, I'll be coming for you. You keep eyes on the back of your head, and I'll be coming for you.
You act like I'm afraid of you. I am not scared of you. Okay? I know how to duck and dodge. All right, Mike. I'll talk to you.
Thanks, Ash.
Anytime. Bye.
Bye.
And welcome back to my fourth and goal interview. My second guest of the day is Mr. Chris Porter, defensive end for the Lincoln Rattlesnakes. How you doing?
I'm good, a.k.a. the Porterhouse Steak.
All right, Porterhouse Steak. All right. Oh, man. Good to finally meet you.
Yeah, nice meeting you too.
So tell me, what are your overall thoughts of well, before we even go into that, let me back up, because this is your first time on the show. I get so excited sometimes I kind of jump the gun. But let's get to know you first. Give us some information about yourself. So maybe some interesting facts, your age, hometown, that sort of thing.
Okay. Well, I'm 38. I'm from Mississippi, but I joined the Marines in 2000. So ever since then, I've been in San Diego.
Okay.
I'm like I said, I was in the Marines for 4 years. Then I worked biotech for 15 years. And now I'm just being a podcaster. I'm trying to be a day trader, so I'm trying to get into day trade.
Yeah, I'm really feeling everything that you got back there. I did see your podcast, and you sent me the link. I'm actually going to check it out, but it looks very interesting.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, anytime. So how did you find out about the league?
My friend, he's actually a cornerback for Madison named Leo Jefferson. He told me about the league because he's a big gamer. So I guess he saw it. He lives in New York, so he saw it on TV, and he was telling me about it. And I was like, well, you do it, I'll do it. Just joined it. I like it, though. It's cool.
All right. So have you ever played sports before?
Yeah, I actually used to play football in high school, but then I didn't go to college. I just went to the Marine Corps. But I played, like, football while I was in the Marine Corps, but nothing like after that.
Gotcha. What was your position?
I started at center, then I played, like, defensive line.
Okay.
But I started at center, yeah.
Okay, so you're more of a defensive type person. That's probably why you chose to be a DE in the first place, right?
Well, no, actually, I'm also I've been helping out for the office. I've been the offensive coordinator for Lincoln for like I think the last 4 games I was offensive coordinator. So
nice.
Yeah, I mean, I play offense, so I always play both sides, but I understand the game both sides.
Okay, so speaking of, since you was the offensive coordinator, I'm sorry that I didn't know that, but tell me, what is your overview of how the season went for you guys? Because you just missed it by this much, man.
Yeah, though I said I was offensive coordinator the last 4 games, so maybe I started earlier, we would have won. But nah, it was cool. It was good. Like I said, I kind of learned about everything kind of on the fly. So I think next year will be better. But I'm like, far as with me with offensive coordinator, I see that we kind of like once I came in, I see we was doing better with the offense. So I feel like I did my job a little bit, but we still should have. I wish we could have won some of those games that we lost.
I mean, but everything is a learning experience. Have you ever had experience with the 2K8 game that we use?
I have the game, but I have it on the PS3.
Okay.
But I have it, so I just sit here and pick the plays and sim it and stuff. But I have it. Yeah, it's kind of. I was actually trying to play it a little bit myself, just like play it. But yeah, it's cool. I like it. It's actually the gameplay is still like real realistic and everything too.
It is. That's what I was telling Cam very last time we talked. Like you can actually see the crowd now. At first, when I first started, they were kind of like vlogs, but that's definitely more detailed now. Mm-hmm. You could see the players' celebrations and everything after they score a big touchdown or things like that. How they stand over you if they knock you down. Like for instance, you had two sacks in one of your games. I believe that was the game before last. You had 2 sacks, 4 tackles for loss, actually 5 tackles altogether and 4 tackles for loss. So you've been very busy.
Yeah. Trying to
But
get in the league. I'm hungry.
I see.
Yeah, some porterhouse. I need money for porterhouse steaks.
Plenty. Gotcha. So do you plan on participating in the league in any other aspect besides being a player? You want to actually coach? Is that what you were kind of alluding to by doing the offensive coordinating thing? Or?
Oh, yeah. Even if I don't, I plan on coaching even with just the minor league again. But, yeah, I plan on coaching. And hopefully one day we can bring a team to San Diego.
Okay. Gotcha. We had the San Francisco Sharks out there, but it didn't really work out. So, yeah, it'd be nice to see another team out there.
Yeah, San Diego. I don't know the name for them yet, but San Diego something. Maybe
something.
Chargers. Maybe the Chargers get them mad. Yeah, San Diego Chargers. Bring that name back.
Gotcha. So why did you decide to build your player as a defensive end, 6'6", 270 pounds? That's big.
Yeah, I was kind of I was thinking about like my favorite players. Like I was looking at Reggie White, so that's my favorite player. And I was looking at Javon Kearse. And you know Javon Kearse is the freak. So I think I looked at Javon Kearse's size, then I just made it a little bit bigger. Because I was like, I wanted to be like, I wanted to be like, that's what I'm saying. I wanted to kind of be like that freak size guy on the end. So I didn't want to be no small guy. I wanted to be a big guy.
You wanted to be effective.
Yeah, trying to get in there and make some moves. Yeah, I don't want to be no little small dude. Because even like I think with the DNs too, it's good to be a little tall. So when you can, pass deflection. I think I had I want to say I had like 4 pass deflections. I think that's probably with the bill.
Okay, got you. So, how do you handle? Well, first of all, what type of personality will you bring to the locker room once you're drafted?
I got that Ricky Williams personality. You remember Ricky Williams?
Of course, Lord have mercy. He was good when he played.
Yeah. They gonna like me on the team. They do drug testing in the league. How the league work? Y'all do drug testing or what?
No, not to my knowledge, Lord. Probably most of people would not be in the league.
Well, we could do, yeah. Oh, that's me, Ricky Williams. That's my personality.
All right. So tell me, what are your expectations from the team that drafts you?
I just wanted to be like, hopefully it's I want to go to a team with a winning foundation. And like I said, I know it's a lot of expansion teams, so just a winning staff, winning people, and just somewhere where I can just grow as a player. And like I said, I don't want to really be nowhere where I'm like there for a season or so and leave. I want somewhere I can stay for a little bit and, build a good network with my teammates in the locker room.
Okay. I respect that. So tell me, where do you see yourself in 5 years in the league and in life?
In the league, shoot, I'm gonna be one of the top DNs by then. Right. That'll be like 10 seasons. Oh yeah, I'll be a beast by then. So I'll probably be like one of the top sack leaders. Probably won a couple of All-Star games I've been in. Probably won hopefully a couple championships. 5 years from life, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna have about this much money, but it's gonna be like black card, so I'm gonna need that much. But it's gonna be, but a millionaire. Hopefully, like I said, I'm getting into the day trading, so investing and just keep doing my podcast. So I'll probably be on TV by then, like probably just famous with interviewing and stuff like that. They're doing documentaries about hip hop or something like that. But yeah.
So what is your podcast about?
It's called Pole Politicking, so it's self-help meets hip-hop. So I interview a lot of mostly like music people, but entrepreneurs, athletes, entertainers, stuff like that. And like I said, I interview them, but I kind of get like personal development, self-help questions from them. So yeah, that's me. So I just try to make it not like a sometimes when you interview, it's only about the music or they cut them off kind of short. So I just try to get a little deeper than the music where you know about their life and what they really like and stuff like that.
Awesome. I like that. That's really good. It's a different dynamic to what you would normally get. So I'm really a fan of that. So how are you when it comes to the trash talk and adversity? Because you're going to have a lot of that to deal with.
I don't listen to nobody. I listen to myself. I listen to my own voice. So that's the only voice that matters to me. So yeah, I don't listen to nobody else like that. Yeah.
Okay, so
You
what do
only
you?
gotta be the only competition is yourself. So I don't listen to nobody else. I'm like LeBron. You know, LeBron put them when he say playoff mode. That's me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, I respect that. So, do you want to actually play in the league as a DE, or would you prefer to? What's your primary and what's your secondary positions?
I think my primary is DE. Then my secondaries is strong safety and linebacker. So I
Okay,
can play those two. I mean, those all. I mean, I like all the defense positions. I mean, really, it was a lot. I mean, I'm open to a lot of positions, but yeah, I don't mind playing linebacker or strong safety or DN. I feel like those are positions that kind of always get a lot of play on defense.
okay.
Yeah.
So, what do you say the most important aspect of the defense is?
I think the teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
Teamwork. Like I said, the linebacker is like the quarterback on the defense. So he's like I said, he's the quarterback. So you have to listen to the linebacker. And like I said, just teamwork, working together, communicating. That's what I think the most important thing is on defense.
Okay,
Playing as
good.
one. Yeah.
All right, good stuff, man. It was good stuff. This interview seemed to have fly by, but that was my last question for you, Chris. I do know that you got some things going on too. So, hey, don't want to hold you, but I do want to thank you for being on the show. And I want to invite you to come back whenever you want to, especially after y'all get drafted. I would love to be able to talk to y'all to kind of get your vibe as to how you felt like while you're waiting for your name to get called and then when you actually saw it and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really
Yeah, I
interested.
might give y'all some draft footage, show y'all how Ricky Williams living over here. Draft footage waiting.
Please do. We would love
It's coming up too. What day is it? It's coming up soon, right? The
Yes.
20, what day is draft?
I believe it's this Friday. I want to say, no, it's next Sunday.
Okay, well, I'm waiting. We'll see how it go. Well, thank
Yes.
you. Nice talking to you.
Wait, before you go, I would like for you to get the last word. So that could be a shout out, that could be a song, that could be a poem, whatever you want to do right now. The floor is yours.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
You weren't
Well,
expecting that.
I'm gonna leave y'all with a song right quick, you know. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty. That's all I'm gonna leave them with.
Hey, I appreciate it. I thought she was gonna keep going.
Nah, I ain't gonna. I'm gonna leave them with a little something, you know. But they know, learn to love yourself is the greatest love of all. So shout out to Whitney Houston.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely, we
And
definitely
King of R&B, Bobby Brown. Shout out to him too.
well, we definitely need a lot more love in the world and a love for ourselves first. You can't love anybody else before you can actually love this person here. So,
Yep. I love
yeah.
sacking the quarterback too. So.
Oh well, I ain't worried about that. I'm not worried about you. Like I told your boy Mike All, he was just on here. I'm not scared of either one of you. So
All
bring
right.
it.
We'll see in the season. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah,
Right.
looking for, and I want to thank you so much because I read your message and you said I reminded you of Jill Scott. Listen,
Yeah.
if I had an ounce of her talent, I would be awesome. I'd be out here rich, like how you want to be. I
We
could
just gotta
sing a
keep
little
working
bit.
on it. We get there. Maybe like I
Yeah,
said, the podcast. I mean, this is dope because I don't know if y'all understand it. Like this is actually giving you a skill set. So this is actually something that you can kind of maybe go to a team and do, be a writer for a team or a college or whatever. So this is really dope. This is really dope what they're doing.
I appreciate
You
it,
don't know
man.
where this will take you. It might take you somewhere.
True,
Might be
true.
NFL, wherever. You never know. Like I said, somebody. Well, you don't know who's watching.
See me on ESPN, and
I
like
know. See, might take Jamel's spot.
Jamel Hill. Yeah,
Yep.
Jamel is awesome. That's some big shoes to fill. I don't know about that one,
All
but
right. Well, yeah,
but
it
all
was
right.
great talking to you.
Great talking to you too, and I'll see you later, man.
All right. Peace out.
Peace.
I'll see you later.
And welcome back. I do have my third interview, and Man, I have the diamond himself, Mr. Golden Leg himself, Bryant Dynasty. How you doing, sir?
Doing good, Ashley. Aloha. How you doing today?
Aloha, man. I'm doing pretty good, man. Making it. It's been a long day. I've been interviewing some of your teammates. Chris Porter was on the show. Mike All was on the show, and yeah, they've been giving us their take on the league and their experiences and everything. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're welcome. First off, we're gonna get to know you. So give us a little bit of information about yourself, like maybe your age, hometown for those that don't know you, and some interesting facts about yourself.
So Bryant Dynasty. I just celebrated my 32nd birthday.
Hey,
Uh, Thank you. Happily married, father of two. I'm from Aiea, Hawaii originally. So that's the city where Aloha Stadium is located.
mm-hmm.
That's where countless NFL Pro Bowls used to be held. So I've seen, we don't get a pro team down here, but I've seen some pro players up close.
All right.
um, that's about it. Graduate from the University of Hawaii. I did some fashion design stuff. Although I do some of that in my spare time when I get a chance, but that's about it.
Oh, so have you ever thought about designing unis for the teams?
I have. I just don't have the setup for it yet.
Hey.
I don't have the editor, but I have the game. I have the 360. Looking into doing some coordinating, looking at play calling and stuff like that. That's about it.
Cool, nice. So, have you ever actually played some sports? When I saw your video that you posted on Twitter, it looks like you had a nice step
Yeah.
back. Drop back.
Yeah. I played receiver in high school. I ran track. I ran the hurdles. So yeah, that's about it. My kids keep me on my toes nowadays.
Yeah, as I saw the video too. Beautiful. Oh man.
Yeah.
Great.
They gotta work on their tackling form, but they'll be there one day.
Yeah, it was a little unfair, man. You kind of just blew past them, All right.
No mercy.
Clearly. So tell us how you found us. How did you find the league?
So SFL. I've actually, I'm not much of a channel surfer, but one day nothing was new on the DVR, so flipping to the channel. I think I've told you this before. It was week 1 season, this past season, Arizona Scorpions, Houston Hyenas. Oh, that nail biter, and I was hooked. Yeah.
Oh man.
Reached out to you, reached out to Eddie. I was like, you guys are robbed. It was to come down to the end of the game on a 2-point, and the ball was ran when you were clicking that last drive. But yeah, that's a hard. But I was hooked after that. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So how did it feel when you were asked to be the quarterback of the Lincoln Rattlesnakes?
Okay, so I was actually the second quarterback. I was added later.
Okay.
So I was doing all my numbers, all my research, trying to get figuring out if I made enough check-ins or if I bought my sub. And so when they announced the dual quarterbacks, they had another person who had less check-ins than me at a quarterback. And so I reached out to DC and I was like, I thought I wanted to be quarterback. It was a lot of research. And then when I finally got the spot, I was just really happy to get a shot.
Awesome, man. I'm glad you got it. You definitely was doing your thing this season, man. I was really happy to see you out there. Like, for instance, in your last game, oh, man, I watched it, and I saw you throw that touchdown at the end, bro. But
the last shot, like 1 second left on the clock. Too bad it couldn't have been a game winner or at least tie the game. Give all the credit to the Adams. We were in there, but, too many mistakes in the end.
Yeah, but I mean, you did pretty good, man. You had 2 passing touchdowns that game. You went 28 for 43. You did have 1 interception though, and you were sacked 4 times.
The interception was a pick 6 too, though.
Yeah, I see.
And I think I might have been the most sacked quarterback in the whole SFLm. and I only played 4 games, so that was a bit so that was a bit of a bummer. But my guy does move around a lot though, so I
Hey,
did have one rush for like 12 yards, which
yeah.
I think I led all the quarterbacks in rushing, so that's
Well, I
not that
mean,
bad.
you know what to make, your adjustments on with that, and if
Yeah.
not, definitely. So I think that you're definitely going to be one of the top picks. All these mock drafts that don't have you in it, all this stuff. I'm like, I don't know what y'all sleeping on. I think that you're going to be one, if not number one, you're going to be one of the first ones to go. So, where do you think you're going to go in the draft? And do you think that you'll be drafted at quarterback, or what's your secondary position that you want?
Currently, I only applied for one secondary position, and it was for a free safety.
Okay. Okay.
Um, I know that the spots at quarterback are real limited.
Mhm.
Going into the choice to become one, I knew I had to put a lot of work in order to to get my name out there, and I think I did enough off the field work. I was around as a non-contract last year with Arizona,
Yep.
so I'm not one of those guys who just pop in when I've been I'm kind of active in chat, so I think I'm a known quantity. I really think I could bring a lot to a team as far as activity and just getting out there. But yeah,
You
that's about it.
definitely you definitely made a difference with our team. I mean, from your on-field performances when you got us out of a few jams with that golden leg of yours, you know, to your off-field performances when you're just there for people in the locker room. Like, hey, I'm having a bad day. Um, can you just listen to me and help me out? Hey, little one, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
It's
I
all right.
love you. I'm on the middle of a phone call right now. Don't you put that I don't love you stuff. You know I love you. Sorry.
It's fine. Trust me, I have little ones, so I have a 4-year-old and I have a 12-year-old, so I know you're good. But yeah, so yeah, when you were on our team, you definitely made a difference. I mean, from the graphics that you used to do for us when I was doing my little videos, and then the player cards you were making for everybody in the league and things like that. So you definitely, made a mark. You know.
I've told Eddie this a number of times.
Mhm.
I know you're the quarterback, and that's why if I didn't wanted to play anything other than quarterback, I would have just stayed in Arizona. That's just how it is. I mean, you set a great example in what a team needs in a quarterback, and I really wanted to provide that to another team, give them a shot. But if I had desire to play anything else, I would have stayed in Arizona, and I wouldn't have been going through this whole process right now.
Yeah, I definitely understand, man. And if I just decided to hang up, hang it up.
No, don't do it. No, don't you don't. I don't want anybody in the league to be like it's because of Bryant that has me hook it up. Don't do that. No, don't do that.
The community ambassador just quit. 'Cause oh man,
No, you know what kind of shoes I would have to fill through. No, I can't replace Ashley. No, there's
oh,
no
you're
way.
good. So tell me, besides everything that we just talked about, did you want to get involved in the league in any other capacity? Like, do you want to be a broadcaster? Do you want to be on the beat? I think you are on the beat team, right?
No, I am on the social media team.
Social.
I was just contacted by Andy. He had me do some graphics for the minor leagues. But as far as the beat team, I think I'm good with the graphic stuff. I don't have the internet set up for the broadcasting and stuff, but definitely in the coaching side, and definitely stick to the social media side.
So you do want to be a coach eventually.
Uh, I I'd like to be an owner eventually,
Owner.
apparently.
Okay.
But that's I got to pay my dues first, and I definitely know that there's a lean towards coaching experience would definitely help me in that realm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I know how you handle the trash talk and adversity when we had those moments where we lost and people were talking trash and things like that. But tell everyone else that didn't get a chance to see that side of Bryant. How do you handle that?
Oh well, I can definitely dish it. So I can definitely take it in. I can definitely dish it right back. I'm not afraid to jump on the keyboard and defend myself or my team or anybody. who might seem defenseless. I've come to, yeah, I think I don't know if it's a sign of immaturity or maturity, but I definitely, yeah, trash talk, I don't swing that. I dish it back real fast. I'm quick with it.
That's good. Hey, I mean, it's all in fun, and I've seen what you could do, and yeah, you could chop it up with the best of them. You and Mark, oh man, y'all two together. Lord.
Yeah.
So what do you expect from the team that drafts at number 1 or 2 or 3?
Oh, that would be, that's really high. I would just like the opportunity, just to step in to the culture and be a part of it. Any team who gets a chance, I just want to take, to take that chance on me. It would be an honor. Stepping, I'm not going to be a leader right away. There are definitely veterans who I'm going to defer to, but just a chance to grow, chance to learn. Definitely something I look forward to.
Absolutely. That's fantastic. And so, again, I know what type of personality that you bring. I can brag about you all day, but I'm gonna let you do that for yourself. What type of personality do you bring to someone's locker room?
I definitely have a bit of bravado to me. Even as a kicker, I did talk a mean game, but I think as a quarterback, I definitely have to back it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
I saw you taking a lot of responsibility for the losses, but you didn't really take the credit for the wins. But just knowing that I could be a part of an organization like that would be great. The chance to step in and really help a team grow, help a team succeed, and and then step up in the failures as well. And there's responsibilities that things need to be handled as far as taking the loss with class.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is definitely difficult sometimes, more so when you have people doing that. And
Chirp, yeah. Well, I can chirp right now.
yes. But, and I never did want to take necessarily credit for the wins because that was a team. I'm not out there. I can't throw the ball to myself and catch it and run for a touchdown. Or, so it's a team thing. But sometimes, hell, when I threw them interceptions, it was important, man, and we lost. So that's why I did take those responsibility, and I definitely see that leadership quality in you. I always have, man, and I think whoever does draft you is definitely getting more for their money. They need to pay you extra. But tell me, what are your plans? And I'm gonna kind of wrap it up because I know your little one wants attention. So,
yeah, she's giving me the eyes.
I know. What are your plans for the next 5 years in SFL and in life?
Well, in life, I'm just trying to, watch my kids grow.
Yeah.
My daughter's about to enter kindergarten, so I definitely want to be there for that. Watch her. She wants to be active too, so she wants to get into sports. Want to support her in that. And my son will probably be starting school in a few years too, so definitely want to be involved. I really stress to them education, and I want to be there for them to learn. And as far as the SFL, I'll be here. We'll see how far I go. If I do land this quarterback spot, hopefully it's with an organization that keeps me around. Definitely, we'll see.
I feel you on that. Awesome, man. Well, great performance. I'm sad that you guys didn't make it to the big show and everything.
Yeah, shout out to Lincoln. We had a great locker room. I know you said you talked to Chris. He stepped in as the offensive coordinator partway through the season. Definitely, helped me and JQ step up as quarterbacks and the ball out. And we spoke to Mike as well. Mike all stepped in when John Fowler left, and he went back to the league as a pro. And Mike has been a huge cheerleader for everybody on our team as well as the minor league. And I, thank you to both of them so much. And everybody in the Lincoln locker room, man, it's a tight knit group, and I hope everybody in the team gets drafted. Hopefully, fingers crossed for everybody.
I mean, we got a lot of teams that need a lot of pieces, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But what I will like to extend, well, thank you so much for being on the show. And at this point, what I like to do for my guests is give you the last word. So that could be a shout out, that could be a poem, that can be a song. Chris actually sung a song.
What?
I don't know how you're gonna top it, man. But right now, the floor is yours.
Oh, happy day.
I was just getting ready to join
Act two. No. I'm not much of a singer. Definitely. If people go to the Scorpions YouTube page and take a look at my video, I'd appreciate that.
Yes.
Thank you to Eddie for putting it out there. You know, he's done so much for all of us former Scorpions. You know, we're his dogs. So I appreciate him. I love everybody in that locker room. Thank you. And I wish, you know, the Scorpions, I wish nothing but the best for you guys as an organization.
Absolutely.
If I'm not in the championship, I expect Arizona to be there real soon. Thanks to Eddie for everything he's done and everything you've done.
Anytime, man. But you have a fantastic night. And I'm looking forward to talking to you again after you get drafted, okay?
Yes. I got to take care of these kids right now, though. Thank you so much.
See you.
You want to say hi to Ashley? Say hi.
Hi. Nice to see you. Hi, sweetheart. Hi.
All right.
I'll see y'all later. All right,
Future
peace,
SFL legends right there.
There you go. I love it. I love you every moment. Thank you for sharing. Bye.
Thank you, Ashley. Bye.
Anytime. All right, people, and welcome back to my fourth and goal interview. My final person that I'm interviewing tonight is Mr. Ezekiel Love from Madison Lynx, running back.
Right, number 21.
Number 21. Finesse back at that.
Finesse back, that's right.
How you doing?
Finesse back. I'm doing well. Enjoyed the season. Looking forward to the playoffs starting on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we started off slow, 0-2, but we were on about 6 in a row.
Yeah.
And that was the number 1 seed.
That was a hell of a comeback because Ottawa was sitting at that top spot for a while.
Ottawa was at the top spot for a while, and they were talking a lot of trash for that last game, but we went in there and pulled that thing out.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So tell everyone about yourself, Ezekiel. Tell us your hometown, maybe some interesting facts about yourself.
Well, live in the DMV area, born and raised up in the Washington, D.C. area, living currently in Maryland now, but, you know, it's the DMV. You know, went to college down in Florida, FAMU, the great number 1 HBCU.
All right, FAMU.
Played sports all my life, football, baseball, basketball. You know, now I'm a gym rat now. I stay in the gym a lot, so I can work out 3 or 4 days a week. Follow sports, you know, but you know, the ATL, the Falcons are my team.
Nice.
You know, of course, you know, and discovered SFL last year. I guess toward the end of the fall season you guys had. I was flipping the channels, and on cable up here, I have a thing called 11 Sports.
Yeah, so it was airing. Yeah.
11 Sports. I was flipping the channels one night, and I saw 11 Sports. I pop in every now and then. You should show semi-pro football on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw this thing called SFL, Simulation League. I had no idea what it was at the time. But came across it, started watching it. I was like, man, this is so cool. So I called my cousin up and said, man, you got to check this out. He didn't even have 11 Sports at the time. He actually ordered it that night to see what I was talking about.
Nice.
And then we started seeing the bottom scroll how you could join the website and everything. And we're like, man, this is live broadcast. You actually real people on the field. Mm-hmm. This is something we've been talking about because we've been playing sim football for a long time. Back from Front Page Sports and Madden and EA. We put the sticks down a long time ago, you know, so we've been coaching it and managing it and stuff. So this was perfect for us. So the next day, like I said, we went on the website and checked it out, and you know, rest is history. You know, figure out how to get a part of the league, and we joined. We're enjoying it. It's a great time. You know, I met some good people.
Good. So your friend did join too?
Yeah. My cousin, he joined. Actually, it's 4 of us now that joined.
Wow.
Because of that.
That's
right.
awesome.
Yeah.
So
my cousin's actually I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you want to give him a shout out right quick?
Yeah, I'm gonna give a shout out to Mel Davis, who's with the Portland Fleet.
Nice.
You know, I think he's offensive coordinator over there. Shout out to Brody Gulch, who's the linebacker out of Ottawa, and shout out to Scott Johnson, who's running back up there in Annapolis.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, you know, so we all got to enjoy together, you know.
That's wonderful, man.
Yeah.
Going back, because that was actually gonna be one of the questions that I asked you. I'm glad that you answered that. It was fantastic. Have you played sports?
Yeah. Since I was a little boy,
What did you play?
I played baseball, played basketball, played football, ran track. You know, baseball was my sport though growing up. That was my number one growing up.
Why?
You know, as a little kid, you know, someone started watching as a little kid on watching TV on baseball on TV with the Braves.
Okay.
You know, and I started off going off in the backyard with my dad, tossing the ball around, and he tossed, and I'd hit it, and started playing by myself. I'd make up little games all by myself and play, go down the stat sheet, go through all the players. I bat right-handed, left-handed, and play full games by myself in the garage or out back, or I'd be running and slide and just pitching. So I just loved the game, you know, and so I grew up playing baseball. That was my number one sport, you know, growing up through little leagues and into high school, and you know, I wanted to play in college, but I started off as an architecture major, and there was a rule at the time where your commitment you cannot play sports and be committed to the architecture program at the same time.
Yeah. Okay.
So unfortunately, you know, that's what I wanted. I wanted to be an architect at the time. So, you know, I ended up switching majors to engineering. But that's why I didn't continue.
Well, interesting, because most of the time, most of the people that I've talked to, the reason why they stopped playing the sport that they loved or enjoyed because they got hurt. That's
okay. Very fortunate never to have any serious type injuries, you know. Nothing really serious, you know. A twist here or there, but nothing major, no surgery. So I've been very fortunate about that.
Yes, you have. So tell me, when you were selected to be the running back or one of two running backs of the Madison Lynx, how did that make you feel?
I was excited.
Yeah.
I was so excited. I said, "Wow!" I said, "You know, it's a great opportunity to get involved into the league."
Mm-hmm.
And then when you find out you go to like the minors, which is almost like a college league, I guess, and then you get drafted or have an opportunity to get drafted. You got a chance to showcase your skills. I mean, we're new, we're rookies, so I expect us to jump into. It gives everybody an opportunity to actually get involved in the league. You know, so I was very excited to get out there. A little nervous the first time. I was like, man, this is kind of cool. Kind of nervous at the same time, but it was great. Very excited.
Yeah, clearly you were definitely making an impact too, because now since you guys are alternating, you only played 4 games, but out of the 4 games you played, you were player of the game twice.
Player of the game twice. Like I said, could have been a player a third time, but we lost that first game.
Yeah.
But I've been very consistent, average over 100 yards a game. I've scored a touchdown in every game. I think my season average is around 4.2, 4.3 yards per carry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm showing that I can run outside. I also can run inside. You know, I'm a finesse back, so I'm always one step away from taking it to the house. But you know, I've also shown that I can get up in the middle and drag tackles with me and break tackles. And so I think I've pretty much been all around back the whole season.
Yeah, you have, and that's a good point. You have scored a touchdown in every game. You had a reception touchdown last game. You had 110 rushing yards last game. Your longest run was 25 yards. So yeah, the way you built your player was very effective.
Mm-hmm. That was against how tough. And Ottawa defense was tough too.
Oh man, yes.
Let me tell you, it was tough. But
did you have any help building your player, or did you just kind of figure everything out?
I just kind of figured it out how I wanted to do it myself.
Okay.
You know, I just sat down, looked at it, and said, "This is why I want to do it." And you know, I'm all about speed too. So I'm the fastest player in the SFL minors. You know, and so that's why I wanted to build my player. You know, speed and finesse, elusiveness. You know,
So you definitely have the player to be selected in the draft. I'm sure you're going in the draft. You know,
I hope so. I would love that.
come
You
on.
know, I've seen, you know, the mock drafts, and I haven't seen myself in the mock drafts yet. But you
Listen,
know, I know they're just done by people and guys in the league and stuff like that. So,
true.
um,
And you got to also remember, I just had this conversation with Bryant. You got to remember too that just because these are their opinions about
right,
it, and some of these people have been in the league for a minute. Some of
yes,
the people are rookies just like you, so they don't know exactly what people need unless they've reached out to every single GM and
yeah,
every single owner to see exactly what every team needs to be able to kind of play
right,
people.
sure. They're kind of guessing, looking at everybody's roster, kind of saying, well, they may need this person, that person, and they may go.
Exactly, and I get that. That's cool too, because that gives people something to kind of like a conversation piece. You know,
Sure.
everybody's over here arguing, man, why am I not in the? Why ain't nobody considering?
I'm probably not the only one that said that, right? I'm probably the only one. I'm probably not the only guy that said, man, I'm not in the mock draft anywhere. What's going on?
Oh, because you that secret, you that secret that everybody's trying to keep right
You
now.
know, so, but I look forward to draft is coming up in about a week now. A
Yes,
week.
this coming Sunday, I believe.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah,
I'll be
so
sitting right here watching.
yes, but before that, you're going to be in the playoffs. So how you feel about that?
Boy, I want the championship.
Yeah.
I want the championship. The playoffs are Monday, and I've talked to the guys, you know, on the team and everything, and everybody's excited about being in the playoffs.
Man.
You know, and I've said, you know, I'm a positive person, so I'm just thinking we're going to win Monday,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then we're going to win on the championship game. It's on Friday, maybe it's Friday,
Okay.
I believe, and we're going to host that trophy. You
Okay.
know, I'm just positive about it. You know, we're on a roll. I mean, we won 6 in a row. We lost that last game to Annapolis, but they got our number. They beat us twice now. You know, but look forward to playing them again if possible. They play. I think they play Ottawa on Monday.
Yeah. So
They play
it's
Ottawa on Monday.
man, it's definitely going to be some good games happening, some hard hitting stuff, man. So just be ready.
But I am looking forward to playoffs. We're on the national. We're on the air. Spotlight's on us on Monday. Everybody's watching.
Mm-hmm. So you
Everybody's watching. Everybody's watching. So we can go out there and show out.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go out there and show out on Monday and bring this thing home and get ready for the championship on Friday.
Absolutely. So tell me, what are your expectations, I should say, from the team that drafts
Well, I know the team that drafts me is drafting me because they need me. They're looking to fill that position, and so I'm looking for a locker room that's hopefully at the locker room we have now. The guys that are bond together and we communicate and get along and play as a team, and you know, a team that's going to put me in a position and to utilize my skill set to be very successful in the pro league. That's what I'm looking forward to, hopefully.
And so what type of personality do you bring to someone's team?
Oh, positivity, complete positivity. I'm a positive person. You'll never hear me get down and always me. No, I'm always upbeat, positive. You know, the don't quit attitude. You know, that's something like my father always taught me. You know, so I was saying, rest you must, but don't you quit. You know, and things could be bad today, but the sun comes up in the morning. So I'm always positive. I'm always thinking about when we're going to win, not if we're going to win. We're going to win. You go out there with a positive attitude, anything, and I think you'll be successful. And like I said, we win as a team, we lose as a team. So no one person is going to lose our game. No one person is going to win the game. We win as a team, and we lose as a team.
Absolutely. So with your choice in running back, was that your actual choice, or was that something that was just, that was left and you decided to go with that?
Well, that's my actual choice. That's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be the running back. I wanted to build a player and that type of skill set, and
Okay. So what's your secondary position?
A secondary position I made was a defensive back, was a corner.
Okay.
Was a cornerback was my secondary position. But I opted out of the supplementary draft. It was a supplementary draft
Yes.
at the end. Yes, I opted out of that. So I'm not
Why?
a part of that.
Why?
Because I really wanted to. I've created this player, and I think it's a pretty good player, and I want to be able to showcase that player in the pros. The other positions, whether it's supplementary draft, or even defensive back, I've never even seen that player on the field, and so just a personal decision of mine. I like to see the player that I've actually seen on the field, seen perform, put time into, actually go into the draft and into the pros. And if for some reason I was not drafted, I would still be very excited to come back and play in the minors in the fall again.
Okay. Well, I'm not worried about that. I'm sure. I'm sure. But yeah, I've always wanted to know why people actually did opt out of that instead of just being drafted just to be on a team, just to say that you played. But I definitely understand that though, because that's what you put your time and your effort into.
Yeah, I mean, I just gotta be honest with it. You put your time into something, and that's what you're involved with. And that's where your heart is. I think you should have an opportunity to try your best to be able to play in the position that you've created, if possible.
Gotcha.
That's why.
Okay, and I
just being honest about it. Just being honest about it,
And I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, that's cool. Let's see. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? And that's in SFL and in real life.
Oh, in SFL in 5 years, I see myself being one of the best running backs in the SFL.
Okay.
And bringing some team a championship. That's what I see in 5 years in SFL.
Gotcha.
In life, in 5 years, God will, I just want to be blessed with health, family be healthy. That's the main thing right now. As you get older, you see people your age or younger than you that are moving on or have passed on or got sick. Right now, health is such a major thing right now. So to be healthy in 5 years, I couldn't ask for anything more. Seriously. I've seen friends of mine that have passed on. My parents passed on several years ago. And I was even sick about 3-4 years ago. I had a situation, something with my throat, and they had to do a procedure. And so just to be healthy in 5 years, that's my greatest thing. I'll be happy. I think you can't beat that.
Absolutely, man.
Mm-hmm.
My condolences for your family, for your parents as well.
Well, thank you.
That's a very good thing, man. Especially nowadays,
Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah. So it was a pleasure. Actually, I got one more question for you. That's
Go ahead. Sure. Okay.
Do you plan on participating in the league in any other capacity besides being a player? Like, do you want to take stats? Do you want to be on the beat team or anything like that?
When we first look at the league, we thought about my cousin, Mel Davis, who's going to be the OC at Portland.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about coaching, because in the sim leagues we played in all these years, we've always been offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators. So we have a lot of experience actually in calling plays and knowing how the AI works and how to put together game plans and everything. And we've been doing that for years. I mean, going back probably 15 years or so or more, So we've been doing that a long time, actually developing game plans and doing scouting how the teams played. And, we played in coach style leagues in the past and stuff like that. So we're very familiar with that aspect of it. So that's something that we talked about. He was very fortunate to get in that, and now he's OC now, so he's very fortunate with that. And he's also mentioned he's thought that, you know, myself and Scott should look into maybe doing broadcasting, you
Yes.
know. So I'm not sure how that works, how to get involved with that either, but you know, it's something that we probably give a try and see how it goes, you know.
Oh no, I will give you the information on who to talk to.
Okay. Okay. That
Absolutely.
sounds good.
Whatever
Sure.
whatever you need. Because I've pretty much done everything in the league. I've
Okay.
broadcasted, I've done stats, I write for the beat team right now. I've pretty much
Okay.
competition committee, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, you did it all right. You did it all right.
I will say my first broadcast didn't go too well though.
Yes. But that's what I don't know how it would go. You know, do you get to practice it first, or do you just go right there and live and just
Oh, yeah,
go?
you do. Oh, they're not gonna just you get okay. So when I asked for it, I didn't think that they were actually gonna give me a shot because I was in chat. I
Okay.
was like, hey, I would love to do it. All right, cool. Next thing I know, Ashley, you're gonna be calling this game
Right.
on Sunday. I'm like, oh.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I mean, I got some good advice from some of the other broadcasters, Eddie and Damon and all of them, and T-Roy. All of them are just
Hmm.
giving me kind of pointers. And EK Vincent, I was on the call with EK Vincent.
Okay.
And we use something called Parsec. So
Okay.
Parsec is basically showing the game that Cam is um, displaying. And we are
Okay.
using Parsec to make the calls from. So mine gets stuck, and I can't do anything about it. So I
Okay.
gotta listen
Right.
to Ezekiel because he's doing play by play. I mean, not. I'm
Okay.
sorry, Ezekiel. Oh my God.
It's all right. That's
EK.
all right. That's all right. That's
I
all
had
right.
to listen to EK and
Mm-hmm.
kind of bounce off him, and I don't know. My voice was still low.
Okay. It just didn't go well, right?
But everybody was like, "Oh man, you did pretty good." You did like, yeah. I just want to
Yeah.
lose that game, just lose that
Was
whole.
that now? Did you do it again after that? A couple more times
I
after
did.
that?
I did not. And
Okay.
I found out it was because I was having internet issues. If you don't have a hardwired connection, it's actually
Okay.
very difficult with the Wi-Fi settings. Wi-Fi drops, does all different kinds of crazy things.
Oh, I see. Okay. So you need to be hardwired to your router.
You do. If you're
Okay.
not, then that is gonna probably cause problems for you. But they're gonna do a speed test for your computer, all of that good
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So
Okay.
make sure
Yeah,
you're.
I mean, yeah, I said we like to get, you know, Scott and I would probably like to give it a try, see how it goes, you know. Who
Hmm.
knows?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be awesome. Man. Y'all gonna have fun. It was a fun time, man. I'm telling you. It's a
Okay,
better time.
okay,
But
okay. Well, I
that's
appreciate
awesome.
that. Yeah, I appreciate that. If you give me the information, I appreciate it. Sure.
I sure will. After we stop recording, I'll be happy to. But
Sounds
that
good.
was the end of the show, and I thank you. Well, end of the interview, and I want to thank you so much for being here. With me
I'm
today.
tell you, I so appreciate it. You know, I really, really appreciate this. This is great. Loved it.
Anytime, I
Yeah,
always have fun. I always have fun with you
loved
guys.
it. Loved it. Hopefully, we can talk again after the draft.
Oh yeah, I fully expect for you guys to come on and let me know how you feel. Um,
Sure.
Even if you send me a little short video, I can actually implement them in these videos, and then
Okay.
kind of get your take on it. I would really
Mm-hmm.
like to see some like on the like draft, like I want to see the camera on your faces when your name get called, kind of thing. I wish I would have recorded mine.
Oh my God. I know you were excited, weren't
Oh man, I kind of lost it a little bit because
you?
I played in the rookie showcase because we only had one. You guys had 4 to 8 games to kind of showcase your player, but we only had one game.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
I was a wide receiver, and I
Oh,
did
okay.
catch touchdown, everything. My team won. It was awesome. Um,
Right.
but then Tulsa said, "Hey, we really need a quarterback, and we would like for you to be the first quarterback, female quarterback." Cool.
What? You're
Yeah.
like, wow, right?
Yes. So I was the first female quarterback for Tulsa, and I will always thank them so much for that.
Wow. So how long you been around the league?
Since season 12.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
it's coming up on my 4th season here.
Wow. There you go. You're a veteran.
Yeah, and it happened kind of fast too. I wasn't, I guess things happen. It's good stuff when you're having fun.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Sure. Well,
But
Ashley, I definitely appreciate the invite.
Mhm.
Thanks for inviting me to the podcast. Really enjoyed it and really much appreciated. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, Mr. Love. Now, what I would like to do is give you the last word. So that could be a song, that could be a poem, that could be a simple shout out. Let's see, I've had songs, I've had poems. On this particular podcast, Chris sung Dynasty Halfway song, but then he gave a shout out. So I'm interested to see what you're going to do.
Oh my God. You definitely don't want me singing.
Oh man.
Definitely don't want that. Well, I'm definitely gonna give a shout out to my team, the Master Links. Give a shout out to my team, and just go with always saying, rest if you must, but don't you quit. And that's always been my motto. Rest if you must, but don't you quit.
Awesome. Great words to live by.
Amen.
Thank you so much for your time, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on Monday.
Appreciate it. Looking forward to I can't wait.
Oh man, good luck.
Hey, thanks a lot. I appreciate this.
Anytime.
Thanks a lot. Take it easy.
You
Bye.
too.
All right, and that is it. I want to thank you all for joining me today. It was a pleasure meeting all of you guys. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Brian. Thanks, Mike. And thanks, Ezekiel, for being on the show. And I'm really, really grateful to have talked to all of y'all. And I hope to see you guys out there on the field soon and see you guys get drafted to someone's team. I think all of y'all deserve it. So I'm looking forward to bringing you another great podcast sometime soon. So until then, guys, y'all stay safe out there. Treat each other right. Striker out.